Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to the Home Show where we eat and talk. I'm your host, Jean Bantou, and this is our 16th episode. Hey, I have a special guest here tonight. He's a gospel artist all the way from Congo, based in the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Papa Freddy Nyembwe. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Jean Bantou, for having me in the Home Show.
Thank you so much for coming. I mean, we tried so many ways. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad to see you tonight.
Finally.
Yeah, Papa Freddy, I've seen you do, you're like a living legend. I mean, you've done music for a very long time. How
Yes.
did you start doing music?
If I don't mistake, it was in 1987.
Wow, I wasn't born at that time yet.
Yeah, when I start singing with the band. But before that, before 1987, I was born a musician because since my childhood, I was singing. I was just singing, trying to interpret the songs of Grand Maître Franco Luambo Macchiadi and the songs of Pepe Calais, so many songs. So I knew a lot of songs when I was at my young age. So this is how it started.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you've been in so many different bands. Which band did you started doing the music and you grew up from there?
My very first band was called Riza Gas.
Okay.
Riza Gas, it means Rythme Zairwa. So it was a band from Lubumbashi in Jekabine. So that's where I started to sing in the band for the first time. It started, I had a friend who was playing a guitar, and he was playing so many songs for Madilu System. If I don't mistake, the song Pesa Posicionayo. He was playing it to the guitar and I was singing. So we were going to the neighborhood where people are mooning and he was playing, me, I was singing.
Wow.
And that's where people start getting interested in the way I was doing it. And the last day I played where people were mooning, we had a band leader who was at that place where a family was mooning. I was singing the song of Pepe Calais. And that band leader was very interested in me.
What's the name of the band leader?
The band leader was Kangonya.
Okay.
But he's now a pastor. Right now he's a pastor.
Okay.
So he was very interested in me and he said, I can take you to our band and we are really we are looking for a singer like you. Do you think I can take you? I say, yes, why not? So when he took me there, they gave me a microphone and it was for my very first time to touch a microphone in 1987. So when I start singing, even the people in the neighborhood, they came to see who is singing. So they found a new voice in their band. So that's when everything started.
Wow.
It was in 1987. I was 20 years old.
Wow.
Yes.
So I did a little research about you. So you did, you was in the Kofi Olomide's band, and how you want to explain to the people how you got into Kofi Olomide's band.
Yeah, that's a good question. Kofi Olomide came to Lubumbashi at that time when I am new in Riza. So Kofi Olomide came, didn't have another additional singer. He came only with one singer.
Okay.
So they wanted an additional singer. So when I was in Riza, I was a top singer in their band.
Okay.
So when Kofi came, he came himself to our practice and he was playing a guitar. So he asked me to sing. What was the song, if I don't mistaken? It was Petit Frère ya Yesu.
Okay.
Yeah, so I sang that song and Kofi was very happy and he told me that we will do a tour with him in all Katanga. So I sang with Kofi in Lubumbashi. That was my best city. And then we went to Likasi, we went to Kolwezi. So this is how it started. So it started from the morning in the neighborhood. I was playing where people are crying. Somebody died in our in the area. That's where it started. They took me to Riza, the band of Jekamin, and then after that, I met Kofi, and that's where we started with Kofi Olomide.
Wow,
Yeah.
That's a very interesting story. Wow. So like, how did you came from secular music, from doing gospel music?
I think gospel it came in 2004.
2004.
Yeah, because all my life I was playing just music. You know, in Congo we call it musique populaire et musique religieuse. So in all my life, I can say, not all, but a big part of my life, I played for musique ya mokili. In Congo, we call it musique ya mokili. So I was playing with that since 1987, and then in 1988, I went to Burundi, because when I played with Kofi Olomide, he really liked me and he wanted me to sing with him. So at that time, I didn't have the vision to go to Kinshasa. I decided to go to Burundi, Bujumbura.
Okay.
And that's where now my music career started. I was in Burundi and I was very popular. You can ask even now, you can ask in Burundi, who is Supu Mingi? That was my name.
Okay. That's like a stage name?
Yes.
Okay.
Just a stage name. So they were calling me Supu Mingi. I sang even the song in Burundi. I can sing in any language without any problem. So from Burundi, I went to Tanzania. After Tanzania, I went to Nairobi in Kenya.
Wow.
You see? So from Nairobi now, I went to Japan.
What was in Japan? You know, the Japan part is kind of interesting. What was in Japan?
Japan, we went for a tour.
Oh, for a tour. Okay, got it.
Yeah, we went for a music tour for 6 months. We were playing in the Pika Pika Club. Pika Pika Club, every Japanese knows about Pika Pika Club. It started in early 80s.
Got it.
That's when it started. So me, I went to Pika Pika Club for the first time. It was in 1996.
Awesome.
You see?
Wow. That's a very interesting story. Before we get to their wings, you know, a lot of people like to ask. I know they're very hard, and I don't want to destroy your voice. A lot of people will probably ask, "Hey, why can't you try to do a cappella? Can you sing a little bit a cappella for, you know, like gospel song, just to hear, you know?"
Okay.
Just a little bit.
I can play like wakubikila wanda muna zambi wanyi ipo wanyi wakubikila wanda muna nyuma mwimpe tuluka lelo wakubikila wanda muna Yesu Kristo tusomba neba wakubikila wanda muna shilo wanyi Elohim.
So what is the meaning of the song?
The meaning of the song I was singing like is the God whom you call and he answers.
Okay.
Is the answer of all my problems that I have. Yeah.
That's very interesting. You know, you watch our show, you say you love the wings. I mean, you can go ahead and try this.
Okay. I'm very excited. Let me.
How are you with spicy food, by the way? How are you with spicy food? Spicy food, by the way. Like, are you into like spicy food like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it. Yeah.
The one you just grabbed is like one of the hottest ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love her.
So, quick question. So, when you started doing that gospel, like full-time gospel, what was your first song as a gospel? Like, what was your first gospel song?
Yeah, my first gospel song, it was a Miracle. That
Okay.
was my very first song. Because when I became Christian, I could not know how to write a gospel song. I didn't have any idea. I was listening to Ale Moloto. I was listening to Lord Mbongo. I was listening to Denis Ngonde and Tomalo Kofe. But I've never get an inspiration until in our church, the GRD, they ask us to do a fasting prayer.
Okay.
And for the first time, I couldn't make it. I couldn't make it to fast because it was something that I've never done before. So the very first time we start praying at GRD in Tongogara refugee camp. I'm not ashamed to say about where I'm coming from. I'm coming from a refugee camp where I stay with my family for quite of years. So I tried, but I couldn't make it. We started the praying, the fasting and prayer at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. And then until 6 p.m., they told us, okay, now you guys can rest. You can take a rest, but don't get tempted. You must stay away from temptation. You do not have to eat because it is 3 days without eating, without drinking.
Wait, 3 days straight, no eating?
Yes.
Jesus.
So it was very difficult to me. So at that time, I felt my body was shaken. I was lucky because my house was near the church. So I went to the house because they told us, yeah, you can go to the house, but stay away from temptation. So when I went to my house, I found there were a small pot and there were water boiling on the stove because our camp was a very good camp. We have electricity and everything. It is not what the producer are showing on different TV about the refugee camp where people are suffering, but we were not suffering. So I found the kids. I don't know if it is Ketis or I don't know if it was Jonathan or Oliver or Dolphin who left a small pot with water. That water was boiling. So for me, it was an occasion. I just go there and I just take the corn flour. I put on that boiling water. I cook salsa right away and then I eat fufu. I eat fufu and then I was like, I want to sleep. Then I went to bed. I slept. My wife came. Baba Dauphin, we have to go back. They told us to rest only for 1 hour. We are waiting for you at the church. Then I said, I've already eaten. So my wife was, what?
Oh my God.
You eat already? Who told you? It is only for 3 days, but only few hours and you went and cook. So are you the one who cooked this salsa? Because I see. I say, yeah, I did it. So do you think that God can hear only people who are fasting? Alibambia sema muntu kuomba paka kujeûner. Donc c'était vraiment difficile que je fasse, que je gêne sans manger. Non, 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 non. C'était un peu très difficile. Je m'excuse, je mélange un peu de langue là. Alors, they gave us the second occasion. So when they gave me a second occasion, that day I decided. I told God, your word says, l'homme ne vit pas de pain seulement, mais de toute parole qui sortira de la bouche de Dieu. So I decided, and for the second time, it was very challenging, but when we reached...
For the second time, how many days were you?
3 days.
3 days again. Okay.
And it was without eating, without drinking. 3 days fasting. So we went there, we were singing. You know the problem that make me very weak, because we were singing a lot. And when you are singing, you are losing energy. So when it was midnight, I was shaking. My body was shaking.
That was like first day? Or second day?
Yeah, first day.
Okay.
For the second time of fasting.
Okay.
So like midnight, I was shaking. All the body was shaking. At that time, Petit Guilain, that time Guilain was the elder of GRD. Guilain came to me and said, Papa Freddy, you will see what God is going about. You will see right now what God is about to do into your life. He touched me here and he started praying. He prayed. We said amen. After we said amen, I feel a strong power in my body, and I didn't feel any body shaking, or I didn't feel angry anymore. And I was start singing, dancing, and playing drums.
Amen. Wow.
Yeah. So that's it.
That's a very interesting story. Wow. Mm-hmm. Oh, you want to go to the second wings?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the wings are very, very nice. I like it.
I want to ask you something that's very interesting. So, if you could change anything around the industry, what would that be?
Good question, man. That question is very good. According to what I am thinking right now, it is a project that started a long time ago, but I couldn't know how to start it. I want to become a real estate agent, but not here in America. I want to become a real estate agent in my home country, in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. We have a group that
you can speak in Lingala, so some people who are Lingala speaker, they can really understand the project.
Okay. All right. So tozali na projet moko boye. Projet wana eza projet banda depuis kala, mais sikoyo nde toye ko décider que il faut vraiment tosala yango. Pourquoi? Parce que biso ba musicien ya Congo tosalaka kaka makambo oyo ezalaka totikala koya na eloko ya sika te. Alors nakanisi avec Dieu ngai nakoya na eloko ya sika, tolingi totonga bandako tosala quartier ya monene. Quartier wana tokobenga yango ZinCongo estate. Ekozala quartier oyo ekozala na bandako ebele, ekozala pe quartier ekozala na ba école gardienne, ekozala pe na école maternelle. Donc école gardienne, école gardienne nde école maternelle, ekozala pe na garderie. Donc oyo tobengaka na anglais daycare home, tokozala pe na daycare, tokozala pe na école primaire na kati ya quartier wana. Na kati ya quartier wana pe tokozala na morgue moderne. Morgue wana ekozala morgue kitoko koleka ba morgue nyonso eza na Congo. Donc nde biloko oyo ngai na groupe na biso ya ZinCongo Diaspora tolingi tosala. Parce que tolingi ka totika kaka o ba Congolais tosala kaka ba église. Nazoboya église te parce que moi-même je viens d'ailleurs de l'église, n'est-ce pas? Nauti na église ko sambela. Bon. Tolingi tolongola nano makambo wana ko sala ba église ebele. Toboyi te nzambe alobaki aller faire de mon peuple aller au monde prêcher la parole de Dieu. Mais tolingi to sala moi eloko oyo ba Congolais batika na ko sala. Tolingi to sala quartier moko ya kitoko ekozala na 200 maisons, ekozala pe na morgue moderne, ekozala na école maternelle, garderie, école primaire, ekozala pe na hôpital, ekozala na pharmacie. Donc biloko nyonso oyo esengeli bato bazala na ngo na quartier nde eloko nga na ngi na sala.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to that ZinCongo Diaspora. I'm gonna ask you. So the question I wanted to ask you: which famous song, which famous musician do you admire? And I'm gonna ask you that question. The ZinCongo Diaspora. So I just wanted to ask you: which famous musician do you admire?
The famous musician from where?
Congo.
From Congo, I always like. You see Nyembwe?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nyembwe was really inspiring me when I used to listen for his songs like 20 years ago or 15 years ago. Okay. And Matu Samuel as well. Okay. Yeah, they really inspired me a lot.
Okay. And then last question of your music. So out of all your songs, which one is your favorite song? Like out of all your songs that you've wrote, which one is your favorite song?
All of them.
Why? Why all of them?
Because they are very special. They are songs that God gave me.
Okay.
So something that God gave me, I can't choose that this is the one I like the most. Or no, all of them I like them.
Okay. Okay. Like what is your advice you have for like those musicians who have a favorite song of theirs, but the other ones is not like really their favorite song? I mean, the gospel musician. I don't know if you understand my question.
Come again.
What is your advice do you have for like gospel musicians who have a specific song they like, but the other ones they don't really feel it, but they have like the favorite ones that they like? I don't. You get my question?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. But what I can say it is
because I believe that is a God is the one that gave him those songs. You know? So you like I like how you answer. You say all of them they're my favorite because God gave it to me. So like, what is your advice for those gospel musicians who have a favorite song of them, but the other song you don't really feel it? Like, what is your advice?
I think when you are doing something, you must love it.
Okay.
You don't have to choose that this is the favorite song and this one is no. It is gospel.
Right.
Everything that talks about God must be good. Facts. There is nothing. There is no song that we can say no. This one is not. No. Every song is good because it's preaching the gospel. That's it.
Awesome. That's a very good advice.
Thank you.
Also, I want to go back to ZinCongo Diaspora thing. So, we've been known you for music. You know, you're very popular music, and also you have this program. It's called ZinCongo Diaspora. Is helping people from all over the United States. I mean, first of all, I want to thank you for that. I mean, you're just an angel coming from heaven. So,
thank you very much.
What inspired you? I mean, what inspired you to have to open that program to help many people around the United States? What inspired you?
Yeah,
and you want to talk a little bit more about it, and, and what can people do to help you, grow that program?
Thank you very much for this question. ZinCongo Diaspora started in 2018 when one of our people passed away. So it was Mimi Wamusampa.
Oh, yeah.
When she passed away, and she was very close to my wife and very close to my kids.
Very sad story.
Yeah. So, you know, when they tell you someone who was your neighbor passed away, and she was only 39 years old.
Wow.
So what could I do to honor her? It's to talk to people. So this is when ZinCongo Diaspora started. ZinCongo Diaspora started when Mimi Wamusampa passed away. To mourn her with honor, I was supposed to talk to people. And when you are doing something, you need to know how to talk to people, to convince them. So God gave me that talent. He gave me that talent. I know how to talk to people and I know how to convince them. So this is what I did. It started from 2018 up to now. So we are almost 5 years since ZinCongo Diaspora started. It is a platform that is created by myself, and I look for the administrators in every state. And another thing that I want to add, we are not only in the United States, we are all over the world. We are in Canada, Australia, Ireland, that French.
England?
No, not England. It is neighbor to England. It's Ireland.
Okay.
Yeah, Ireland. We are in Denmark. We are in Sweden. We are in Australia. We are in Paris and in Belgium. So we are ZinCongo Diaspora Monde. That's how we call it. Why Monde? Because we are all over the world. So now ZinCongo Diaspora is taking another direction. The first, my vision was to cry with people who are mourning, because it started when we first mourned about Mimi. And after that, we start mourning with the people who are mourning. We are not burying, we are not helping people to bury, but we are crying with people who are crying. We are mourning with people who are mourning. But now, my vision is going now all over. It's going upstairs. So we are about to start building houses in our home country.
You also want to speak in Lingala and French so that way people...
Yeah. Donc, ezali plateforme oyo tozali kolela na bao balelaka. Mais sikoyo, ça fait 5 ans depuis tozali kolela na bato oyo bazali kolela. C'est-à-dire, ndenge tosala kaka epa na biso na Afrique, moto soki aza kolela okokende pa na ye na mwa eloko moko na poche. Après okomi okutika ye wana, okomi pe kombo na yo. Par exemple, Jean Bantou, okomi Jean Bantou, otikeli ye $15. Alors, mentalité wana, habitude wana, nde na ye na yango ti awa na États-Unis, to salisana. Moto soki azali kolela, oke koyebisa yo mettre sincère condoléances, otikeli enveloppe. Nde mosala ya ZinCongo Diaspora. Mais sikoyo tolingi tokende sikoyo na échelon mosusu. Biso pe totonga bandako lokola makambo ba Kenye bazali kosala, ba Nigérien katongaka, ba Zimbabwéen. Biso tozalaki na Zimbabwe, tomonaki Menwe Meadows. Banani batongaki Menwe Meadows wana. C'est la diaspora zimbabwéenne. Pourquoi pas biso ba Congolais? Biso tozotongaka ba église. Te, toboye église te. Mais totonga pe bandaku oyo ekozala bandaku ke totie bato na ba appartement wana, bandaku wana ezofuta biso mbongo. Nde biloko ngai nalingi nasala, mais nga moko na kosala yango te. Il faut tozala liboke 150 familles ou bien 160 familles nde tosali ba projet wana nde tokosala yango ekondimama mokili mobile. Voilà, c'est ça.
Yeah, that's very interesting. You know, it's really helping a lot of people, and also does the people, only people from Congo, from Zimbabwe, they can join, or anybody from Congo, they can also join the ZinCongo Diaspora. How does that program works?
The program is only the people who were in Zimbabwe,
What?
who left the Congo,
Okay, who left the Congo?
come into Zimbabwe,
Okay.
to Zimbabwe as a refugee, and resettled in America, Australia, everywhere. So they are the one whom we want, because this is why we call quartier wana tokobenga yango ZinCongo estate. ZinCongo estate oyoki zeza Zim ezali Zimbabwe, Congo diaspora.
Yes.
Tu vois, Zimbabwe, Congo diaspora. Donc ZinCongo estate de quartier oyo biso tokotonga biso moko tokotonga yango na mbongo na biso, parce que soki tobandi kaka ndenge bamusu basalaka biso mpe tokosalango. Voilà, c'est ça.
Yeah, that's a good great vision. And what can people do to help you for your vision to go forward? What can people do to help you get your vision move forward?
Just to spread the news, to spread the news to the people who came from Zimbabwe, who are from Congo, who came from Zimbabwe, just to let them know about the program. And that's it. We need, for the start, we need 150 families. So once we have that 150 families, we start collecting money and see what we can do to go forward with this huge project. It is not easy. It's a huge project.
Yeah. Guys, please join, and then also join the ZinCongo Diaspora. If you need more information, you can reach out to Papa Freddy. I believe we'll put the number on the screen. Then you see how we can work with him. And Papa Freddy, one last thing I want to ask you. So you have any upcoming songs? I mean, upcoming, like any project you have? And if you do, you can look at the camera and just tell to repeat the word what you have going on in your life right now.
Right now, my people, I have no project right now. My project now, I am very concentrated in ZinCongo estate. So it is only real estate. That's what we want to do. About the song, I have so many songs, but I have no time right now because I am very busy. And I think with God, everything will be possible. I am very in the project of real estate right now. This is what I am talking about, dreaming about it, and I know one day it shall come to pass.
I hope it works out, and then I believe we're gonna do better. We're gonna go strong, and I like your it's something you like to say all the time. Keep on standing.
Yeah,
I
keep
like
on
that.
standing. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah.
So, Papa Freddy, thank you so much for coming to our show. And I mean, this is incredible. I believe it's gonna help many people around the world. And then the ZinCongo Diaspora is a lot of people is going to join, and it's gonna be fantastic. Thank you for coming to our show.
Thank you very much, Jean Bantu, and I really appreciate the way you are doing it. Yeah, I feel honored to be one of your guests.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's it for today, guys. We had a great interview with Papa Freddy, and then more videos gonna come out very soon. And stay tuned. And God bless you. Good night.